Squid Game Season 2 is over, but what will happen in Season 3? Everyone is eagerly waiting for the 27th of June, 2025. But brother, we can't wait that long. Do something. So after hearing this, I dug up the graves of the internet and brought you the biggest theory of Squid Game Season 3. Who will be the finalists of Season 3? Who is going to die? And who will survive? Will Gi-hun be the winner? Will Squid Game be shut down? Will the front man survive or be killed? Which player from Season 1 is going to come back? Did VIPs ever become actual players, or was it all nonsense? You will know all this in this video because you are watching New Movies Mars. The first thing we get to see in Squid Game is the players. In Season 1 as well as in Season 2, a lot of players were recruited both times. So will any player be recruited in Season 3? The answer is no. Not because our recruiter died, but because Season 3 is going to be a continuation of Season 2. So won't there be a new story for the new players? Of course there will be. In Season 3, we will get to see the backstories of players like frontman Jung Bae and other players. And Jang Bae shot him and ended the season in such a big way just so that Sunjin could be broken from inside because he was his best friend like Tarak Mehta and Jethalul. But have you ever thought why such a deep friendship was never shown? But in Season 2 we definitely got to see a hint when Jang Bae and Sunjin were talking to each other inside the dormitory area about how they were together, and Jang Bae betrays him and runs away from there. Sunjin could have also run away from there but stopped because of his friend. This was a small hint which showed us that the friendship between these two was very deep, but in the entire Season 1 and Season 2 we never got to see the stories or tales of their friendship. Now since Season 3 is going to be a continuation of Season 2, we will not get to see any outer society in it 137 to 210, unlike Season 1 and Season 2, and since the entire Season 3 is going to be shot only in the Stadium Arena, it may get too boring. So we will be shown the backstories of Sunjin and Jung Bae. How they became friends. What fun they did among them. Players can also push each other, can also cheat. In this game too, we will get to see a lot of suspense about who will survive, and while the second game we get to see on the entire wall. In this scene, we can see a checkboard on the wall. This checkboard gives us an idea that the upcoming game could be human chess. Human chess is a game in which humans are placed in place of pawns. To play this game, players will be divided into two different teams, and just like in chess, one piece cuts the other piece. Here one player will have to eliminate the other player. One of the heartbreaking games is going to be in Squid Game Season 3 because the players standing face to face in these two teams will mostly be each other's family members like our grandmother and her son, or people who love each other. Just like 222 and 333. We got a very big hint about this game when Squid Game officially released a poster in which all the players were standing and two players were sitting there. Gi-hun was wearing a black suit and the front man was wearing a white suit, which definitely represents human chess. With the end of Season 2, we got a poster. These two dolls are seen in the credit scenes, along with a rail track plus red light, green light. Definitely this game will be played in Squid Game, which is Dong Dong, in which some players will build a bridge and other players will pass under that bridge, and as soon as the dolphins say stop there, the player who gets stuck inside that bridge will be eliminated. But the story is not just this. Actually, Squid Game has given us a very big hint here about the upcoming Squid Games. What do you mean about the upcoming Squid Games? Will Squid Game not end with this season? Yes, this season is going to be the last season of Squid Game. Whether Squid Game will be spin-offs of Squid Game like Squid Game 1985, Squid Game America, Squid Game in Space. And in Squid Game Season 2, we get to see that Gi-hun tells us a technique to survive the red light, green light, and that is that all the players stand behind each other, due to which the doll is not able to see the movement of the players standing behind. And to overcome this thing, Squid Game has added Jack Doll, which will be used in Squid Game Season 3, as well as red light, green light, which will be played in the spin-offs. Jack Doll will be made to stand behind so that the doll can see the movement of the players from behind, and we get to see more and more eliminations in Squid Game spin-offs. But there are some players whose death was shown to us, but they are still alive today. So who are the players who are returning from Squid Game Season 1 and Season 2 in Season 3? Everyone's favorite player from Season 1, Sebiok, is returning in Squid Game Season 3. Because in Season 2 we get to see the God 011. Whose name is Noziol, and she is Sebiok's sister. Why is that so? Because Noziol's family is also in North Korea, and Seo-bak's family was also in North Korea, who were kicked out by Gi-hun, and both these players have the same surname, which is Kang. Noseol means sunset in Korean and Seo-bak means sunrise in Korean, and guess what is the official season 3 poster? We get an interview. Sebeok was asked if she would return. She directly pointed towards the director. The director said that we might get to see her twin sister. And we know that her sister is Noseol. So the backstory of Noseol and Sebeok will be shown to us. Player 246 is still alive from Season 2. Player 246 was a player who was shot in the last fight. But he was never shown dead, because God 11 was also among those gods at that time. So there are full chances that the one who shot him was none other than God 11. And in this scene also we can see that. He pointed at his head. But before firing, he lowered the nozzle of his gun and shot at his legs, because God 11 had a lot of sympathy for player 246's daughter, because she was suffering from cancer, and God 11 Noseol also lost her daughter in North Korea, who was very young. Because of this, she understands the pain of losing her daughter, and so she will keep 246 alive. Noseol made a post on her official Instagram page. After posting this, she deleted it very soon. In this post, we can see that a player is sitting behind. And guess who is he? He is player 246, and how come he is sitting in a god's dress? So Noseol will save player 246 here. She will make him a god, and then both of them will help Gi-hun, because Gi-hun had saved Noseol's sister Sebeok a lot in Season 2 and even rescued her family from North Korea. But the question is whether Sunji will be able to save her or not. You will know that at the end of the video. If you are still watching, then subscribe quickly. Bye. It is fine for the players, but what is going to happen with the front man? When Season 2 was released, we came to know that this year is the 5th death anniversary of the front man's dead wife. This means his wife, 756 to 832, died in 2019, and we know that the front man had won a Squid Game, and that Squid Game was of 2015. So if frontman won the Squid Game 2015, he must have got a lot of money. And in the season, we hear frontman's mother telling policeman, who is of course her other son, that your brother's wife died because he didn't have the money to save her. But when frontman won the Squid Game 2015, he must have got a lot of money. So here's where did the money go? But there is no weapon in Squid Game. So how will he die with a knife? So don't forget that grandma carries a weapon in her hairpins, and that is a weapon just like a knife. And the same grandma has said in an official interview that Season 3 will bring tears to your eyes. That means Season 3 is going to be the most heartbroken. Now the question is that if Sojin is going to die, then who will kill him? Now Sojin has only one biggest enemy in Squid Game. The frontman game, and because we know that Sunjin is very generous, he helps everyone. So to save the life of the frontman, Sunjin will sacrifice his own life. With this, the Squid Game officially ends forever. With that, our dear Gi-hun ends, and with that, this video ends. I know after watching this video, you too will be shocked like I am. I mean, everyone's favorite player Sunjin will be killed in the end. Oh, of course, this is a very heartbroken thing. When I understood this thing, I too felt very bad. But I can give you some peace of mind that this is just a theory. Only one person knows the truth, and he is the director himself, and Sunjin also knows it definitely. Now I don't have his mobile number so that I can call him. Yes, brother Sunjin, bye, how are you? Are you winning the Squid Game? Well, if you want to see some amazing video, then click on the left video.